Adolf BENCA, Dražina Zukov, Moscow garage. Adolf BENCA, Mujo Smolak says this thing, I'll call him in the morning, verify. Karol Getzi says this thing. Doc Opil's doing well in Switzerland with international cartel with my friend, colleague from Cooper Union. Miro Smola, get this together. Organize the Adolf BENCA 200,000 paintings into a new book and on an international level. Get a hold of the history, Srebrenica, Kosovo, Belgrade, Serbia, Macedonia, Trajkovsky, Lichardus, Vladimir Putin, Berlusconi, and new Donald Trump transformations. Adolf BENCA painted from Afghanistan, Vladivostok, Grunewald in Vladivostok, Kazakhstan, Kurdistan, and the new blood mandalas in Bloodlands, No Man's Land extortion of international mafia corporate, Pfizer, etc. Modern world in transformation. This painter transforms in modern life what is life, the question of what is life, and the integrity of the Tri-Abraham triple division, the magic lantern of Allah, Christ, and Judah, and history of Western history, empire, theogeonomy of Hesiod. Homer was blind, and classical knew ultra. But the most prerogative is that BENCA paints in four-dimensional space and sensibility in Fulbright Nobel Award. And this matter, this triage, is the new dioptria prepositional as a cultural world, new world address, Bologna, Columbia University, as a de facto quid pro quid rationalismus, and that, as Goya said, without reason there are monsters, but with reasons there are also monsters, because the ontological objectification in the sensibility of the positive virtue of man has now been transformed into objective science as creato credo. Adolf BENCA paints the red mandala of neo-space, neo-divided diorama, and the new tri-turbino Mazda, in where existential division causes anxiety and tragedy in wars. Donald Trump is a minotaur. Hillary is a minotaur, and Obama is a minotaur for the oligarchy classical. THEOS doesn't have to kill the minotaur because there's always the Apollonian virtue of choosing no or choosing no words of dialectical extortion explication. Man is a shield. The Achilles shield for Achilles' aggression is the Apollonian union of the word Apollonian Apelles Universalis, Rotundus Pantheon Agrippa, at the doorsteps of America, and the transformation Pfizer and corporate mafia, Zukov, and the Benaki museums in Greece, before Suleiman and Maximilian transformed and shelled the Parthenon in 1909 as a lie to the promise of Renaissance. Man is evil. We don't care about his hocus pocus. We care that the painter allows this objectification post-Goya to take place as the presence of sentientismus and ontological union in Colombia, since it was unified with the Metropolitan Museum in New York in 18th century. The Bernini forms from the Trevi fountains and all works of Bernini, as a Fulbright Adolf BENCA, the 4D life and 3D sculpture, Bernini Bramante Buonorati BENCA, Orozco Siqueiros Rivera BENCA, the corrupt secularism and mafia, be it Korean, be it Russian, be it Ukrainian, be it Azerbaijan, be it Gypsy in Albania, Serbia. Trajkovsky Richardus, originally initiated after Monroe Wheeler, the physicist and the director of Museum of Modern Art, about Picasso's Guernica, about Adolf Bence's Dialogues of the Dead. Exhibited in Grenoble, Maison du Culture and the Prix de Rome, French Prix de Rome, and the Swiss Academy in Rome, Florence Deutschler, Fred Licht, and Vera Vargos in Komarno, and the Hungarian Union of Budapest shows cultural revolution with Miro Smolak, and that ex parte of criminology doesn't allow that the pimp and the transformation of sadomasochist paroxysmus is co-opted to an alpha omega dead end. It's transformed by the catharsis and the energy and the inertia and the sensibility of man's desire and quest for the absolute truth and universal truth, ontological, and not be deterred by the hocus pocus of the written word in black ink by Aristoteles and the Newtonian science CERN and Bern Dereci Adolf Benca paradoxismus. Vladimir Putin, Berlusconi, and Donald Trump rise to the tribe brothers of Abraham and three manifestations of Abraham, to the new manifestation of the Universal Academy and Universal Man. Stand science not as a traitor, as Docopil to the conformist allegory of tragedy, or the tragedy commedia preposition, but the status quo reality and transformation in man's love for the anthropis anatomy of another man's generality as the macropolis, the four pillars of police, acropolis in the new union is the new address of all Ambassador Regalia Bologna New World Address.